Before I did this, I was going to do this segment of Legends of Evil. I was talking to my good friend Andreas Perez, aka Kaiju Noir, and we were talking about. I was telling him, yeah, I do all these villain standalone show little spotlights on my channel, talking about villains outside of comic books. And we kind of talked about all these different villains I could have done, and I was really close to doing one from Gundam that I really liked, but then I ended up marathoning a few episodes of DuckTales, and that all got thrown out the window. So here we are with Magica Dispel. So yeah, welcome to Legends of Evil, and today, yeah, I'm finally gonna be spotlighting a DuckTales villain. Probably, if you've watched DuckTales, if you ever watched DuckTales, I mean, hell, I'm pretty sure most of you guys have. You grew up in the 90s, same as me, so you're good chance you've seen this character. If you've seen DuckTales, then yeah. Magica Dispel. Probably next to Glomgold, probably Scrooge McDuck's greatest enemy. Probably number 2. Yeah, she's more or less the number 2 of, right, like I said, right, she's right below Glomgold, but some people would consider her, Scrooge's archenemy. Now, Magica first appeared in the Uncle Scrooge comics. Yeah, I know she's originally a comic book character, but it's based off of a cartoon, so I think we could all overlook that little shindig. But in the cartoon, Magica was a dark sorceress who had a brother named Poe Dispel, who became a raven and became her familiar, and that raven went by the name Nimmermeer, which is German for nevermore. Anyway, where was I? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, the whole big thing with Magica, even though she was this big dark she was this powerful sorceress, and she could do anything, she could create she could create energy blasts, she could, summon monsters, she could do anything, mind control people, make them bring out their worst nightmares. The one thing she wanted from Scrooge was his lucky dime. Yeah, she wanted his lucky dime. Why? Because that would give her power over Scrooge and his fortune. So, yeah, the first dime, his lucky dime, and she would use that she would do anything in her power to get it. She would, really screw with Scrooge and his nephews. He would really screw with them. It got really, it got bad. Like, I remember one episode where they were all having these horrible dreams, and Magica was more or less manipulating all of them to turn on each other. And I'm like, oh god, man, like, Scrooge is now, Scrooge doesn't trust Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Huey, Dewey, and Louie don't trust Scrooge. They're all kind of, split up against each other. There are a few other times, but mostly she's been known to have accomplices. Even though she usually worked as a solo act, she more or less also had a hand in working with the Beagle Boys. The Beagle Boys, as well as, I think she allied herself with Glomgold once or twice. It's been a while. But yeah, in early representations of Magica, it's believed that she lived she lives in the slopes of Mount Vesuvius in Italy. Yeah, she's Italian. At least in the comic representation, they don't, as I recall, they don't really go into her backstory of where she originally is from. Yeah, I don't think they go into the backstory of where Magica came from. But no, Magica, as she grew up, she learned all these dark arts, and even turned her brother into her own familiar. Yeah, she was that cold-hearted. And not only that, she plagued in other stories, and again, this goes by, Boom Studio Comics and a few other things they've done reprinting-wise, and also IDW now. She also plagued a lot of, it wasn't just Uncle Scrooge that she screwed with. She more or less, that came out wrong. Oof, I apologize for that little mannerism. I will never say that again. But yeah, it wasn't just Scrooge she was after. She also plagued, Daisy. Yeah, she also messed with Daisy, and as well as Donald's cousin Gladstone. You know, if you don't know who Gladstone is, he's basically, imagine the reverse Donald Duck. If you know the old song that who's always gets stuck with the bad luck? No one but Donald Duck. Yeah, I can't do Donald's voice, but yeah, Gladstone is his lesser known but very lucky. His very lucky brother, cousin. And Magica would also, try to screw up his good luck and use it against him. So there was that, that too. But she usually her main problem was, it wasn't that her spells would backfire, it's more or less along the lines of, yeah, she just got so arrogant that, when she's on the verge of winning, and trust me, she came close to winning a lot in the show. She came close to winning multiple times throughout the series. But that arrogance kind of got in the way of her. The last time we saw her was an episode of Season 2, where, yeah, she made one appearance and then got swept up in a tornado, I believe. But yeah. She also made a cameo appearance in Darkwing Duck. Yeah, she did. She was basically in a bidding for all of Shush's secrets, and she wasn't just there alone. She was there with the Beagle Boys and Glomgold again. But yeah, she also then appeared in Darkwing Duck comics in the when Boom Studios got a hold of them, and yeah, she teamed up with Negaduck to basically unleash an army of Darkwings from infinite universes. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. She basically, her and Negaduck got together and unleashed an army of Darkwings from alternate universes. Then she did battle with, with Darkwing's girlfriend, Morgana. And during their magic battle, Magica then managed to absorb her magic and make her twice as powerful. But then along came this huge demon called Paddywhack, and Magica was like, I'm out. Yeah. But yeah, again, she came close to, ruling the universe again. She also returned in the final arc of DuckTales when it crossed over with Darkwing Duck, and she teamed up with the other female Disney characters from both shows, and used him to bring in an army of villains from Duckburg and St. Canard, who, as well as a brainwashed Phantom Blot, and they attempted to take out Scrooge once for all, but, oops. That didn't turn out so well for her, because guess who came back because Magica backstabbed him? Yep, Phantom Blot was really Negaduck the whole time, and he wasn't too happy. He then proceeded to banish her to another dimension. So, yep. All in all, she's an all-around dangerous villainess, and I'm really, 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 really hoping that she makes a comeback in the new DuckTales cartoon coming out next year, in 2017, yeah. So hopefully they can get her, they can get Magica back, which I'm pretty sure she will. I'm pretty sure Magica would be coming back to this series. There's no doubt in my mind on that. But yeah, I think her voice actress is still alive. I think, yeah, she was in the new DuckTales video game, the remastered one. But if they had to choose somebody else for getting Magica, I would say get Greta Lyle. Yeah, Greta Lyle she's a great voice actress, and she's done European accents before. And I think she would just kind of really fit Magica's kind of just that evil European accent she could do. So I really think, like Azula, if you gave her an Italian accent, that's what I'm kind of thinking Grey's Magica would be, in my opinion. That's probably what her Magica Dispel would probably sound like. All in all, she was this totally dangerous character, one of my favorite villains of all time. Probably, yeah, one of my favorite villains, not just from DuckTales, but like Disney cartoons in general. She was just an all-around awesome character, and just I wish they utilized her more because she was a big thing in season 2. She was almost everywhere in season 2, but then she only showed up once in season 1, and that was it for the longest time until the Darkwing Duck comics came out. So yeah. So that's pretty much that's the little spotlight of this Legends of Evil for Magica Dispel. So you guys tell me, what do you guys think of Magica Dispel? Like her, hate her, and what do you want to see from her in the return of DuckTales? Once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm out.